What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 103 of the Fitness Realty podcast. I wanted to start this one off a little bit more serious than normal. Obviously, I am your host, TJ McClellan, the broker of Fitness Realty, and this message is all about leaving a message for the next generation or our posterity. I really feel like we don't do enough to educate the next generation or set them up for success right now. And a lot of that I feel like is because we are living outside of our means as a general society and general public. What I mean by that is our current government and our current level of spending with our current situation in life is far too high. Obviously, if people ran their personal finances in a fashion where they were spending more money than they were making, eventually they go bankrupt or they lose everything and they go homeless, and hopefully there's safety nets to pick them back up. But at the end of the day, nobody can run their finances in that way, and I feel like that's a big disservice to people. So anyway, I would like to leave a message for our current generation that is all about really trying to accelerate and learn and grow and become the best and most successful person that you can be, and then turn around and teach that to the next generation. Right now, I took something away from, or not took something away, but I took a piece of what somebody else does in their current family situation, and I applied it to my family right now. And that piece is he has a personal, he calls it a kid date or something like that, where people, or where his kids get personal attention from him each Saturday. So he has 4 kids, so each kid gets a gets a Saturday to go and hang out with their dad. In my opinion, this is really good, useful one-on-one time with the next generation, and you get to really instill an education upon them. And I think that's a great way to do that. One more thing that I took from somebody else's family and the way they run their family is that they have a meeting every Sunday or every Saturday, whenever they hold it. They have a meeting together and they come together and share their challenges, their wins. They talk about their motivation. They talk about who they want to help out for the next week. They do a gratitude piece. And they also set up their commitments for the week. And so in our family, we've actually started doing that as well. And I can tell you, we've been doing it for about 8-9 weeks now. And I can really tell a difference between where my kids were just before this and where they are right now in trying to have motivation factors for the week and become more successful than they were the week before that. And one of those key pieces, I think, is the commitments each and every week. They actually get to see that on paper, and that helps people see it in their mind and then be able to go and achieve that. And it helps really bridge that gap. So anyway, my message to the next generation: learn as much as you can, get educated, become the most successful person that you can be, and then teach that to the next generation and really instill that education and experience and knowledge and give it back to them. So I've got some notes here, though, that I want to kind of leave with you. What message would you leave for your kids? Write that in the comments down below, because it is going to be different for every person out there. But what message would you leave for your posterity? I want you to find what motivates you to endure to the end. In everyday life right now, it is really difficult. We're looking out there. There's wars, there's turmoil, there's large earthquakes, there's hurricanes. Everything is happening right now. There's a lot of commotion in the world. So what motivates you to endure to the end? What keeps you going every single day? If it's really motivating you, write it down below in the comments, because that will help somebody else see, hey, I have that, and that might really help them endure to the end as well. Let's see. I want to just throw out some ideas. Is it faith that keeps you enduring to the end? Is it family? Is it your health? Is it your wealth? What are the things that will motivate you to continue to get out of bed and be the best that you can be every single day? I'd love to hear your comments about that. Okay. Once you find that, uh, do everything you can do to teach and serve others. And I think that's a great way to do it. On this channel, you guys know we try to educate in real estate and we bring in lots of other business ideas as well. But I really love showcasing that and bringing that to the table and really trying to enhance your lives. We've spoken many times about helping people with their wealth trajectory. And I love that one because it's quantifiable. We can say, hey, you were on this wealth path to have a net worth in 40 years of, let's say, 500,000. And then you got your first rental property and your net worth trajectory went from 500,000 to 1.5 million or 2 million. And it really changes that, but it's quantifiable data. It's really easy to map down. Some of the other things that's faith-based, intellectual-based, emotionally based, those are those soft core subjects, and it's hard to quantify there. But if it's those, is that what gets you out of bed every single day? I think that would be great. Let's see. I have a quote here. When you're in the service of your fellow man, you are going to find fulfillment. That is obviously taken out of context with some scripture, of course, but I wanted to enlighten or kind of bring it into line with not being super religious about it. Because we do have people on our channel that aren't super religious, and real estate path is for everybody and education that way. So we love to educate all people. For my temporal side, the part that I want to talk about for my kids, my message to my kids, I want them to learn about real estate and how money works in this country. I've done a lot of things talking to them about what money is, how currency works, how real estate works. Obviously, they get to see it on a really fine basis because they are around me all the time when I'm on the phone, talking to people, networking. Even my daughter will go out and show homes with me, and it's super fun because she will actually like show the home, and I just kind of sit back and watch, which is really exciting. But I want to make sure they understand that. And one of the aspects that I have right now, there is a video. I'll leave it in the comments down below. It's from a guy named Patrick Bet David, a really influential person. And he made a video that is the 15 things he wished he would have learned in school. That video is really impressive. He goes down into taxes, into finding a companion, all sorts of stuff that you're like, yeah, I wish there was more things like this that we would have learned in school, because the school system right now feels like it's teaching you to be corporate America, which is okay. You know, school's good and it is kind of babysitting. But anyway, enough about that. That's like a whole controversial period. But this video talks about the things that he wished he would have learned in school. I took the aspects of that video and created a course that's called Things I Wished I Would Have Learned in School, but it has 40 or 50 topics that really span the ideas of goal setting, planning for the future, how to change a tire, all sorts of interesting things to really help people become the most successful citizen that they can be. So anyway, on top of the meeting that I have with my family about our goals and our wins and commitments each and every week on Sunday, we hit some of those topics that are from my course, Things That I Wished I Would Have Learned in School. And so I'm really trying to instill that in them, and I hope that you guys can find value in this video to do something in your own lives and in your own families to teach the next generation. Now, I'm not saying on the flip side of that the generations ahead of us didn't teach us the right ways. All I'm saying is that there are avenues for us to do more and put more time and energy back into the education of the next generation behind us, so that we can set them up for success, and even more success than we might have had. So anyway, I hope that you guys found value out of this. Once again, I am very grateful for everybody that watches our channel. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you would just like, share, and subscribe down below, that really just helps continue driving and helps more people become attuned to what we're talking about. And it brings more people in the conversation. If you guys watch down in the comments below, sometimes we have really deep discussions about currency and real estate, and all sorts of things to really help and engage people's lives. So I would love that. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I know that this episode was probably a little deeper than we normally talk about. So hopefully you stuck around for the end. I really am impressed with what you guys do out there every day and all the energy that you have. Anyway, my name's TJ McClellan, broker of Fitness Realty. This is episode 103 of the Fitness Realty podcast. We're going to see you next time, where we won't be as deep and I won't drop controversial bombs on this channel. All right, see ya.